Go here. Skip these fuckers. And then, see? There's the third cortex thingy. You wouldn't have got that. Fuck off, has Kunitz gone to Tampa? This is worthy of a pause! What does it mean Kunitz has gone to Tampa? We need a villain! Why did he stay in the Eastern Conference? I don't believe you until I see it. I'm 7 minutes behind on this. Whoa! Oh, that's... Jesus Christ. Good job I've got 3 notifications. The death of a meme. I actually genuinely liked it. If he'd have taken less money, I'd have liked to see him stay. That's not even any kind of meme. I would have genuinely liked to see him stay a little bit. Because if he'd have stayed... Oh, the problem is, the whole reason... I never hated Chris Kunitz. I understood what he brought to the team. But when he was earning more money than he is now, the problem with me and him was the fact that he was earning more money and he wasn't giving that much output in points. A couple seasons back, I think late 2015, he basically was doing what we needed, which was we didn't have much of a physical presence, which was helpful because obviously our team was, as it's kind of well known, a little bit weak. So then we wanted those grinders to help, and they don't help. And then what we did is Hornquist came in, and Hornquist helped, and then Kunitz came in and started being much more physical in the forecheck because he knew. I mean, he had that what? I need to talk about Kunitz, so the quality of gameplay may deteriorate. But it does not matter. This is important to me. Kunitz stopped scoring like 30-35 goals a season, but was still being put on Sid's line, which was a pain because he clearly didn't have the hands in that infamous Game 6 against Tampa. That was obvious, you know, that he didn't have the hands anymore. But then he started hitting, and I thought, okay, we don't need to spend this much on someone that's just hitting people. Time is right. Sorry, boys. Oh, that is a bumperclut of a part. And then all of a sudden, I start memeing him, saying I don't like how much he's getting paid, and he's not giving that much output, and he's obviously basically one of those, he's in that same level as, like, you know, your Crosbys and your Latangs and your people like that in terms of just fan favourites. So people just fucking love him, like your Fleury's, that they won't hear any, some Pittsburgh fans, you know the ones, they won't hear any, like, anything about him that's negative. They won't hear a single negative thing about these kind of players. Fuck me, Thomas! You're not doing good. They won't hear a single negative thing about these players because they're like, oh, don't worry, they helped us win in 2009, and I'm one of those people that, yeah, I can understand when you've got fan favourite status, you get a little more leeway, but it's the same thing with Kessel nowadays. Like, yeah, he's somewhat of a legend in Pittsburgh, but if he starts performing completely under expectation to his contract, I'm going to start getting at him. I don't care if he's a bit of a memeing legend. And Kunitz then became a meme to myself, and I started... Oh, come on. And Kunitz started becoming a meme to myself. And then when I joined, obviously, Twitter and then the Penguins Discord, I had to try and meme him into... I basically started off, and it was people like, what? Why do you hate Chris Kunitz? Because obviously most people, Pittsburgh fans, have been there at ages, remember what he did in 2009 when he got traded at the trade deadline. And he started, and he was basically there for he was there for all 3 cups. Well, he wasn't there for the 2017 cups, it hadn't happened yet. But he was there for the last 2 cups, and he was a legend. Why do you hate Kunitz? I was saying, I just don't like the way... I just don't like how much he costs compared to what he does. And then basically people were saying, I don't know how you can hate Chris Kunitz, and I was explaining it. And people didn't hate me. It was fine. It was a bit weird that I didn't like this particular player. And then it became more of a meme because he started scoring a couple goals, and then it became the playoffs. And then it obviously on the very easily memeable internet, it became an incredible meme. But it still hadn't reached that's embarrassing for all involved. It's okay, I've done the playoff, done the bonus round. But it hadn't quite become the perfect meme yet. Now, obviously, Ottawa, Game 6, we're wondering, like, are we going to be doing as well as we should do? Why has this gone to Game 7? And it's gone to overtime. Most people thought it was going to be Ottawa in 5 and maybe 6. And all of a sudden, it's overtime. And, hang on a second, it's double overtime. Fuck, what if we don't actually get this? We have a great chance here to go back to the Stanley Cup final. We have a great chance here to go back to back. How are we not doing this? What's happening? Double overtime. Who steps up? And after all playoffs, after all playoffs, and I've been lambasting him for not being as good as basically previously mentioned, all playoffs. What happens? Crosby, puck, moves over, bang. Hang on, what's this? Who's there? Chris Kunitz, top fucking shelf. Sends it. If he didn't score a single goal for the rest of his Penguins career, which is almost likely because you know he's not actually that good, but if he didn't score a single goal, he would still basically go down an absolute legend as the guy. And it's just... it's sad to see him go. It's sad to see him go, really, because he's one of those players that I could always rag on, but I know he loved the club, and I know he did put a lot of heart and soul into this team, and I'm sad to see him go, especially to Tampa, who are genuinely going to become a bit of a threat, and I see us meeting in the playoffs. Have I missed one more fucking box? Where's this? I'll do that level again. Fuck itself. I'm pretty sure we're going to be meeting Tampa in the playoffs multiple times. And it's... I don't like that. I don't like that. I put him in the Western Conference. Obviously you can't tell him either go in the Western Conference or fuck off, but that's sad. What I mean... he wasn't an RFA, was he? I don't think he was a free agent. What do we give up for him? What do we get for him, if anything? What do we even... oh. That is... if any... I'm going to do it. I'm going to have to do it. No one else... I say anyone else. There's like 5 of us online that can post it, but I'm going to have to be the one to post the Kunitz. It makes sense, you know? It makes sense. I was a UFA, so we didn't even get anything for him. I didn't know that. Damn, I thought we might have lost. Got something for him. Chris Kunitz. I'm going to try and find... they've stolen him. He wasn't ours. He wasn't ours in the first place. I'm going to try and basically find my... I've got my Twitter account here, Crosby to Kessel. I'm going to find what I tweeted about Kunitz. I think this was the 2016 season. I'll read out tweets that involve Chris Kunitz on this account. March the 8th this year, 2017. How does Kunitz get on the first line? It's amazing, despite Gensel being better in nearly every single measurable aspect. That is sad. He was such a good player. March the 1st, someone saying, I said Crosby was the best player in the world, and it's depressing how he didn't get a point tonight, and that slimy git McDavid against 3-point game against some shit team, and he'll widen the gap in the scoring race, and fuck. Someone replied to me, because McDavid's wingers can score, and then I replied, McDavid doesn't have the corpse of Chris Kunitz dragging him down. March 26th this year, I tell you what, Chris Kunitz has pissed me off for quite some time now. March the 1st, see, March the 1st, this is literally, what, 4 months ago. I would like a scenario in which Kunitz isn't here anymore. 2nd of November 2016, fuck off Kunitz, you useless bastard. 30th October 2016, love every player on the Penguins except Kunitz. This was the 12th of June, this was Game 6, I believe. Game 6 of the final against San Jose Sharks. I said if Kunitz scores in this game and we win, I'll get his number tattooed on my wrist. I would have done it. I would have put it on my wrist. I refused to celebrate a Kunitz goal. I was very disappointed this didn't go in. Wow, Chris Kunitz missing again. I did not see that coming. This has gone on for quite some time. This has gone on quite some time. Kunitz has done nothing except hit. Kunitz has done nothing at all. Why is he even given minutes? He's a 37-year-old guy. Kunitz getting traded so well would be so good. It's just, but he's one of those players that, oh, I hate you, but I've always respected him in a little way because he knows it. I think he'd be the first person to tell you he's not as good as a lot of fans think he is, but he changed. I like it. You can see he visibly changed. He changed from being that sniper. When we had more snipers, he changed from being a sniper. Is this the one with the... no, it's not. He changed from being that sniper to basically being an aggressive forechecker and hitter. The problem is with me, and while that's fine, I don't mind that, is that he was still getting first line minutes with Sid, and it was just clearly dragging Sid down to play with the fucking corpse of Chris Kunitz, and it just... But, you know, the meme began, and... it happened because I didn't like Chris Kunitz, and now the meme is dead. It's going to kill me. It's going to kill me when they release pictures in that of Kunitz in his Tampa jersey, which makes me laugh because this is fucked up. Fuck! So that's the problem with this map. You have to go across. I don't know who we mean now. Not many of our players, because I have to quit. Son of a bitch. The thing is with Kunitz, he was a memeable because he used to be good, but he's not anymore, and he declined and was a bit of an anchor on the team. We don't really have that anchor. See, Pouliot isn't my meme. Pouliot is not my meme. That's Pierre's meme. He's not my meme, and I don't want to take credit for another man's meme. If I started memeing him, I'd be getting on someone else's bandwagon, and I was the first. Probably not the first in Penguins history, but definitely the first on that Discord to start the anti Kunitz and the Kunitz related memes. And so it's stuff like that basically it was enjoyable, because every time, and one of those those moments where you're incredibly happy but also like, oh fuck, what's just happened, was when he scored that double overtime winner. I still go back and watch it, and I think I'm going to go back and watch it again today in a couple of spare minutes to celebrate that, because as soon as he scored, because I turned off Discord because it's hockey, friend. Sorry, friend. Hang on. It's basically for a rundown. The Penguins, obviously my beloved hockey team. I'll fuck this up again because we need to go fast. Shit. Let's try again. My hockey team, the beloved Pittsburgh Penguins. A few players are quitting, and we've lost a guy called Chris Kunitz, who basically 95% of Penguins fans love, and I was in that 5% of Penguins fans that did not love him, and this brought a lot of questions to me. And over the last year, I've not liked him for basically 18 months, and over these last 18 months it's got to the point where people are like, why'd you hate Kunitz? Why'd you hate Kunitz? And I'm like, I don't hate him, I just don't think he is what we need in the side. And then obviously he's proven more and more he's proven his worth to the team, culminating in basically what could go down as it will go down as a legendary goal in Penguins history, as he scored the goal to put us back into the Stanley Cup Finals. And basically a legend, and the source of many, many memes, and basically the reason I even exist on that Discord, the reason my name is known on that Discord, not because I was the second guy on there, not because I'm a mod on there, but basically because people knew me as that guy who didn't quite like Chris Kunitz. It was one of those things like, some of those kids when you were younger that didn't like a certain thing because everyone else liked it. I had my reasons for not liking Kunitz, but I will always respect him as an individual, and I'm sad to see him go. And to be honest, this Crash Bandicoot stream has lost a little bit of its edge, because there's a little bit of sadness in my heart and a little bit of sadness in my voice now, because a meme has died within my soul, and whenever a meme dies, it's not one of those forced memes like the Harambe memes when they stop being funny. It's one of those memes that's just basically come to an abrupt stop now. I shouldn't have done that. Fuck it. It's become to an abrupt stop now. It's like basically when you used to... It's a slight less than this, obviously. This is a bit too far. But effectively when you used to bully your friend over something, and he's an okay person, but you bully him over a little something, it's all good, and then all of a sudden he comes up to you and says, I've got an incurable disease. You're like, oh well, fuck. You can't make fun of him now. It feels wrong. I can't make fun of Kunitz now. He's not our player. He's gone. And it's sad. But we cannot talk, as much as I would enjoy, we sadly cannot talk about Chris Kunitz for 24 hours, which this stream should be going on for. This is a really fucking freaky deaky shit. Oh, boys! The purple gem! Good news. There's one. Chris Kunitz's trade has at least given us a little bit of happiness. Try and become a big boy streamer. I'm not trying to become a big boy streamer. I am a big boy streamer. I basically told myself